The referees tonight, Justin Shamian, Kirk Smith, and Ryan Holmes. Well, Joel, you and I talked about it in the open. New Orleans is going to want to be running this ball up and down the court.
A lot of ball screens for their guards. And then don't discount the fact they've got a lot of length inside. You see Portland bringing the double late there.
Kirkland shot, no good. And the rebound for Robertson.
Portland will be selective when they run. I think on opportunities they can get something really good early, they'll take it. Otherwise, they want to make New Orleans guard.
And Duca with the three, that's no good. And New Orleans, not much of a three-point shooting team. They're going to get in the paint a lot like that. And again, Kirkland off the mark.
Right away, attacking that matchup, Kirkland against Nduku. Nduku, the definite mismatch there in size.
Chris Austin, back iron, offensive board to Wood. T-Rob circled around and out.
Saki really fast with the ball, really likes to push it. And here's St. Hilaire looking to create.
Troy Green down to Tyson Jackson, going up against Nduka. Double teamed by Austin. Tries to get through the paint, he lost it.
Great double by Austin. Waited till he put the ball on the floor and then forced the turnover.
Pilots keep it on the outside.
Pilots definitely going to go inside as well.
Schoen tried to get the shot off, he did. He'll get fouled and head to the line. And this will be the first opportunity for one of the best free throw shooting teams in the country.
I think New Orleans expected Portland to post their smaller guards where they had that advantage. You know, the quickness at one end and then the size at the other. And you saw it there with Sholin posting Saki.
Sholin a double transfer from Georgia Tech and UTEP. Averaging 7.1 points per game this season. 3.2 rebounds, and he's shooting just under 75% from the line.
Coach Leggins talked about how they had to go bigger when Mike Meadows went out with the injury, and Christian's really stepped up for the Pilots the last month and a half.
Put up a career-high 27 against San Francisco in that big win at San Francisco.
NCAA tournament team.
Saki inside, got past Wood, and the pass found nobody. It's going to stay with New Orleans, though.
Saki not anywhere really to get go underneath there, and you know, interesting, St. Hilaire's been pretty quiet. I think we expected him to come out really looking to score. I think you're going to see that change here. Moses Wood with the assignment on St. Hilaire to start with.
And looking at that replay, I didn't see a touch from Tyler Robertson underneath, but it stays with New Orleans. St. Hilaire with it. Leads this team in scoring, and you see it right there. He's averaging 20.3 points per game, and he's one of the few three-point shooters for New Orleans.
And he can go from really deep. You saw that was very contested by Wood, but it doesn't matter with St. Hilaire. You don't want to get him going if you're Portland.
Sholin wants a three of his own. Got it!
Portland does such a good job of reversing the basketball, getting screens away and bringing shooters off, and you saw it right there, just playing basketball, as Coach Leggins would say.
Kirkland steps inside the three-point line, finds all iron, and a rebound by Troy Green. Blocked by Wood, but he's fouled. He'll head to the line.
Green averages about 7 rebounds a game. I think he leads this team for a 6'3" guard. It just tells you how explosive and physical he is.
Green was first team All Southland Conference, second in the conference in steals per game this season, which puts him 28th nationally. He's averaging 2.1 steals. Makes the first free throw. It's really just a two-headed monster for New Orleans. It's Green, and then it's St. Hilaire with those two. And those averaging about almost 40 points per game.
They live on the free throw line as well, and they both shoot 84% or better.
And New Orleans, one of the best teams in the country at getting to the free throw line.
Now they're posting Robertson against Saki as well.
They're going to feed it to him. Just an easy play. Great pass from Sholin up top.
It's tough for New Orleans to bring a double team when it's that close to the rim, and Robertson's just able to catch it and lay it in.
Jackson was falling back, fighting with Nduka, and they're going to call the foul on Jackson.
A little bit too physical upstairs with those elbows up high. Duku did a nice job holding position and keeping his hands out of there.
Jackson will head to the bench. Deontay Bell comes into the game, along with Kamani Dowdy.
New Orleans will have played pretty much 9 players most of the year, so I know they're counting on their depth in this game.
Pass tipped, and Duka's got it.
Again, looking to post Robertson.
Wood turns into a three. He's got it. And we've got a foul call underneath. We'll see who it's on. And that'll be on Saki. You see the shot from Wood right there. Pilots 2 of 5 from behind the arc to start. And now you're going to see some full court pressure put on by the Pilots.
No, actually,
oh no. Pilot basketball after the foul.
Yeah. So now you get the 3, you get an extra possession, but it's going to be tough for Saki to guard those bigger Portland guards inside. They've already gone to the bench, made a change.
Rodney Carson Jr. into the game now for New Orleans as well. Sholin's got his second 3.
We talked in the pregame about defending the 3-point line. So far, Portland winning that battle, getting some great looks from 3.
Portland's on an 8-0 run over the last 34 seconds. And it's going to be Portland basketball.
Going to get Kirkland going over the top on the rebound. No doubt that Portland will compete on the boards, and that's going to be huge.
4th personal foul for New Orleans, and we're not even 4 minutes into the game.
Pilots with their 4-out, 1-in offense. There's Wood again. That was a little quick.
Yeah, a bit off balance too. Off the mark, and it'll be New Orleans basketball.
They had been doing such a good job of reversing the basketball and getting those shooters some great looks because they're so worried about Robertson in the post right now.
Bell's going up against Sholin near the paint. Now it's Dowdy. Tough take. Had Chris Austin in his face. Offensive rebound, New Orleans. Inside to Kirkland. Double teamed by Austin.
When Tyler Robertson's down there posting up, and it's creating some great opportunities for their shooters.
Kirkland missing the free throw. Transfer from UAB. Total of 12 points on the season.
Great start for the Pilots. You know, we talked about they haven't played a game since March 5th, so it's been a lot of practices, not much game action, and this has been a really good start for them to get out of the gates. You see New Orleans picking up a little bit full court, trying to create that tempo a little bit.
Sholin gets it across the timeline. And yeah, you talked about it. March 6th was when the Pilots took on Santa Clara in the West Coast Conference Tournament. Meanwhile, New Orleans played just on March 11th when they lost to Southeastern Louisiana in the Southwind Conference. Into the corner, Sholin, yes!
Gamble there by St. Hilaire, didn't come up with it. Nice play by Austin, draws the help and kicks for 3.
An 11-1 run right now for Portland over the last 2 minutes, and a kick ball by Robertson.
New Orleans does not shoot a lot of threes. St. Hilaire by far has taken most of the threes on this ball club, but you can see Portland's help defense. Tyler Robertson really sitting in the post lap, trying to make it hard to throw it in, and it's been effective so far for the Pilots.
Green and Jackson checking back in for New Orleans. Inbound to Jackson. He's got 1 foul on him. Backing down Tyler Robertson, and he's short on that shot. Wood moving in transition.
Really solid defense by Robertson. Made him shoot a tough shot.
Robertson in the paint, and we got a foul. It's going to be on St. Hilaire. That'll be his first. And the 5th team foul on New Orleans.
Pilots start knocking down threes, and then those shot fakes become really effective. See New Orleans, though, picking up the half-court defensive pressure.
Austin trying to back down St. Hilaire. Drives inside, tough take. Had the reach in from Dowdy, and he kept control of it and the finish.
Very poised, strong drive by Austin, didn't get bothered.
Austin's averaging 14 points a game for Portland, one of the 3 Pilots in double figures. Charge! Tyler Robertson takes it. We were talking with the coach, TJ Lippold, before this game. He said they were expecting to probably take 8 or 9 charges with how New Orleans likes to go downhill.
Everything New Orleans does is to attack that paint and get downhill, and what a smart play by Robertson, sliding in there, and that's 2 on St. Hilaire.
So a 13-1 run over the last 2:45 for Portland. No field goals in almost 4 minutes for New Orleans, and it's a 12-point lead.
Still looking for Robertson inside.
Wood to Nduka. The bunny goes.
Great cut by Nduka to offer himself up there in the middle of the paint, and Wood with his head up. The Pilots playing so unselfish right now.
And another play. Portland Pilots with a nice lead right now. They're up 14, 20-6 over New Orleans as the Privateers are picking up full court defense.
Jackson's got to be careful with 2. Garden Sholin on the perimeter here. Let's see where the Pilots want to go.
And off to Robertson.
Saki back in the game with 2 as well. Robertson going right at him.
Cross court to Mo Wood, able to corral it in. 4 on the shot clock. Wood in, using the glass for 2.
Another patient, strong drive, physical by Wood. Gets himself to a 2-point basket.
Wood stands at 6'8", but such great ball skills for his size, able to get to the basket.
So long, and you know, I'm really impressed with the Pilots' poise right now, not getting bothered.
Saki short on the 3, long rebound, tipped back by Nduka, but New Orleans will keep possession.
I would look for Green to try to get going here with St. Hilaire on the bench. What a play by Nduka.
Up to Wood. And the pass too far ahead of Christian Sholin. It goes out of bounds. Sholin wanted a foul as one of the Privateers came up underneath him, but no call from the referee. And I think he was looking for that arm from Deontay Bell that came up by him.
Not only a great deflection by Nduka, but come up with a loose ball. Talk about him making winning plays for the Pilots, and just does a fantastic job for a freshman. Big things ahead for him.
Yeah, Matthias Silvera checking in for Portland. And you're right, Nduka's got a bright future. Coach Shante Leggins talked about him earlier in the season, compared him with his style of play and what he does for this team, almost like a Draymond Green.
Exactly.
Sholin on defense.
Speaking of Green, here's where he gets aggressive.
And there he takes it all the way, splitting a couple of defenders. And that ends a nearly 3-minute drought with no points for New Orleans.
He's so strong attacking the basket and getting to the paint, and then he just really does a nice job spinning and making plays. Turnover by the Pilots.
Doughty with the steal. Jamal Myers had it deep into the paint, but then kicks it back out. Silvera came in for the block, and I think he just got called for the foul.
Deontay Bell attacking the basket. You know, you could see New Orleans get the ball up the floor quickly, but team lives on the free throw line.
Deontay Bell at the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, New Orleans ranks 5th nationally in free throws attempted, 7th in free throws made. They've made over 535 free throws this season, missing the first one here.
And I think currently on Ken Palm's statistics, they're #1 in free throw rate.
You are correct. Robertson fighting for the rebound, no call. Stays with New Orleans. Green drives in and a foul called. Second foul on Chris Austin.
Yeah, it's really tough when Green makes up his mind that he's going to get to the paint and get to the rim. That's why he averages 18 a game and gets to the line. An excellent free throw shooter as well.
Green shooting 83% from the line. 4th in conference scoring in the Southland, and last season he was 2nd in the conference in scoring. He goes 2 for 2 from the stripe.
Comes a little of that full court pressure again from the Privateers, trying to speed this game up. You know, they talked about wanting to play this game at their tempo, their pace, and it hasn't been. The Pilots have controlled start to finish.
Robertson, the corner three. Oh, and the steal on the inbound. Gets his own rebound. And one. Flex it, young man.
Tyler Robertson doing a little bit of everything right now.
And you see why he is the energy man.
That Coach Leggins talked about way back in early February about as a benchmark for this program. And so impressed with how the Pilots have come out today. He's really got them ready to play.
Robertson knocks down the free throw. He now has 8 points to go along with 3 rebounds and 2 assists.
You got St. Hilaire and Saki back in the game, each with 2.
Long rebound after going off back iron.
I think Coach Schlesinger knows this is do or die time for the Privateers. They need to get his guys in there to score the basketball.
Wood off balance, gave it up to Sholin, tried to get it into Silvera, but he was late.
Right idea, just lost his seal inside, and Privateers out to run. Good transition defense by the Pilots, able to recover and force a tough shot.
It almost seems like New Orleans over the last few minutes, I don't want to say out of control, but they're not balanced right now.
Well, they're hurrying a little bit. You know, they're behind, and you want to get it all back right away, and unfortunately, it doesn't happen that way, but they've got to settle down a little bit. I look for St. Hilaire to get going. If you're the Pilots, you want to make sure that every shot he shoots is a tough shot. And if you're New Orleans, you want to free him up and get him going, even get him to the free throw line, see the ball go in a little bit.
Simeon Kirkland checks back into the game. Going to the bench is Deontay Bell.
Pilots with back-to-back turnovers. You don't want to give New Orleans a lot of opportunities.
Silvera trying to keep his position, and he gets the rebound. Portland on a 6-0 run over the last minute, thanks to Tyler Robertson on that corner three, and then the steal on the inbound. High to Sholin. Off the mark.
Didn't really have his feet underneath him there, and here comes New Orleans.
Myers can't finish the dunk.
Blocked by Wood. What a great defensive play. Saved a dunk and 2 points for the Pilots, and he answers.
Comes back on the other end. Drops it in for 2.
Wood's a lot more athletic than you think, and he made a tremendous play defensively there. That was New Orleans' first real opportunity to get out and run, and ended up turning into 2 points the other way for the Pilots.
Portland right now with a 20-point lead. This is a team that has grinded out quite a few victories this season. They haven't had a comfortable lead like this. They'll stay with New Orleans. 10:26 left to go until half. How hard is it to inbound Sholin jumping right in front of you as a foul called? Sholin picks up that foul. And here's another look at that block by Mo Wood.
What an impressive start for the Pilots defensively, holding New Orleans to 10 points in about the first 10 minutes. And it's a program that averages close to 80 points a game. And when we talked to Coach Leggins earlier in the week, that was his #1 concern, was their ability to score the ball. Another block by the Pilots.
And a turnover. And another block by Wood.
Wow.
The transition three. Oh! Danger, danger. T. Robertson's on fire.
Right back at you in transition. New Orleans doesn't get back and match up, and Robertson will let that fly every time.
He's got 11 points.
Mo Wood's been a one-man wrecking crew on defense right now.
St. Hilaire whipped out. Offensive rebound, New Orleans, and he gets fouled. Myers will head to the line. Foul called on Silvera. That'll be his second.
Coach Leggins using Wood's length to defend St. Hilaire, and it's not just about length, but Wood working, moving his feet defensively, showing that ability.
And look at this block again by Mo Wood, and then the transition three by Robertson. You know, we talked about it in the open. It was who's going to dictate the tempo in this game. New Orleans wanted to run up and down the court, but really it seems like Portland is the one that's controlling possession in this game.
Well, they're getting stops defensively, and they're getting out and going. And right now, and they're taking care of the basketball for the most part. There are a couple turnovers, haven't been live ball turnovers, but New Orleans just hasn't got stops. And when they have, Portland's been able to get back and defend. Great pass.
Silvera finishes it off with the left hand.
Nice trust by Robertson, giving it up to the big fella inside. Green back in the ball game.
And again, drops it right down in front of Austin. Both him and St. Hilaire are not afraid to shoot with a defender right in their face.
No, they don't need much space. They're both really good at attacking, getting inside the paint, and pulling up and shooting those shots.
Myers gets called for the foul. That'll be his first and the team's 9th, so it'll be a 1-and-1 opportunity for Portland with Christian Scholand at the line.
Pilots are such a good free throw shooting team. This could be an important 9 minutes if they continue to go to the line.
Scholand makes the first one. He now has 12 points. Well above his average already, which is just 7.1 points per game this season. Short on the free throw. Offensive rebound for Nduka. Robertson!
Wow.
The kid can't miss right now.
No, so confident. You just love to see that in your best player when he's playing that way. And Coach Leggins gives those guys the confidence to go out and compete and play. Here they come again in transition. Another stop for the Pilots.
Robertson thought he had a clear pass to his teammate. Didn't see the New Orleans defender. Zaki, no good on that three. Kirkland, offensive rebound. St. Hilaire with it, going up against Nduka.
Want to stay there, want to crowd him, force him to put it down. There's where he's dangerous.
Yep. And St. Hilaire knocking down the three in front of Nduka.
Pretty contested shot, but he just does not need any space at all. Nduka's got to be careful, as St. Hilaire is one of the best in their league and stealing the basketball.
Silvera using the left hand, got his own rebound. And he misses 2 short putbacks. Zaki with it. Splitting the defense, picks up his dribble. Myers, mid-range game is good.
3 really good opportunities.
Have almost 8 minutes to go.
We do, and you know, we talked about points in the paint. The Pilots defending the paint. They're leading New Orleans 12-4 in that area, and huge job defensively. They've just really answered the test so far, but with 7.5 minutes to go in the half, you want to finish this half strong. You don't want to let New Orleans get loose here like this in transition.
Doughty with the block on Austin. Transition for New Orleans. St. Hilaire, step back over Scholand, got it.
That's the game that New Orleans wants to play. They need to get stops defensively to be able to get out and run like that. But
rebound, Bell. Portland shooting 54% from beyond the arc. That was something that New Orleans was going to focus on. They've got one of the best 3-point defenses in the country. They're holding teams to just 30%.
It's been a challenge, though, when Portland has so many shooters and you're still worried about guys in the post as well. And Portland's just been so unselfish, really sharing the basketball.
Green gives it back to Kirkland. Robertson on defense, and he did enough to cause a miss.
Just made it a little bit harder on him, and credit to T-Rob, giving up quite a bit of size, but went straight up.
Austin hits the corner 3, and that ends a 7-0 run for New Orleans over the last 2 minutes, and Portland's first bucket in almost 2.5 minutes.
Good to see Chris Austin knock down a 3, but again, move the ball from side to side, different shooters stepping up for the Pilots.
And Nduka gives it up to Austin. He's going to take it all the way. Austin now has 7 points. Portland's not letting up as they now lead by 23 points. Doughty, pass Robertson, athletic play, but couldn't get it to go. Offensive rebound, Kirkland, and back iron. And Scholand now called for the foul. That'll be his second.
Talked about rebounding as well in the pregame, and that's New Orleans continuing to battle and fight and get those second, third, fourth opportunities. And if you're the Pilots, you got to come up with those, but this is an opportunity for New Orleans to get back in this game at the free throw line, getting back to offensive rebounds, giving them second chances.
And even though it's first half, you're stopping the clock at this point, making your shots from the free throw line. Again, this is the team that gets to the free throw line one of the best or most amount in the country. Two for two this time for Doughty. He's averaging 5 points. He's got 3 points tonight.
Privateers go to a 1-3-1 extended look here. When you got Kirkland 6'10" on the top, it makes it awfully difficult. Pilots will look to space and look for shooters in the gaps, corners and wings right now.
High pass to Robertson, gets it down. Austin was open. Extra pass to Wood in the corner. Got it!
You said it right there, the extra pass. You went from a good look to a great look, and Wood knocked it down. Nice adjustment by the Pilots to recognize and attack the 1-3-1.
Portland is pushing 50 points here in the first half. Green picks up his dribble, gives it up to Kirkland. The turnaround no good. Ball still loose. Offensive rebound, New Orleans.
Portland doing a solid job defending personnel right now, knowing who the shooters are from New Orleans and who they can help off of.
Portland's most points in the first half is 57. Right now they've got 47. The no look to Robertson, into the corner to Wood. Kirkland rebound. St. Hilaire downhill, pass Austin, acrobatic, but he can't finish.
Pilots attacking in transition.
Gives it up to Austin, and the lay-in around the defender. Great adjustment. The man was setting up for a charge.
New Orleans transition defense and defensive rebounding has not been great thus far. And when you're down, sometimes those are hard things to continue to battle. And here Robertson will just kind of walk it up and use some clock and make New Orleans guard.
New Orleans 0 for their last 7 from the field. No field goals in over 3 minutes. And they've had a couple of droughts like that here in the first half. I will say New Orleans has picked up their offense here over the last 6 minutes. They only had 10 points at the 10-minute mark, and now they've got 23 just 6 minutes later. Green out of the lineup. Checking in as Rodney Carson Jr.
New Orleans go back to man-to-man after the Pilots dissected the 1-3-1 on that one possession.
And deflected by Doughty, but he gets called for the foul. That'll be his first and the team's 10th. So 2 shots coming for Portland.
Portland, one of the best in the country at making their free throws. So high percentage here for the Pilots as they approach the last 4 minutes of the first half.
Austin's first free throw goes. Averaging 14 points at 19 in their loss to Santa Clara in the WCC tournament. Chris Austin shooting 77% from the free throw line. The third in scoring for Portland.
When they get him scoring, Wood scoring, and Robertson scoring, and even Sholin now, and all 4 of them are knocking down threes, the Pilots are really difficult to defend.
St. Hilaire trying to get some space against Robertson. Double teamed by Nduka and Robertson.
A lot of
they got to get a 5-second call.
And Coach Leggins told us, at Eastern Washington, here at Portland, his teams get better as the year goes on. Understanding concepts and just how to play, and the confidence they're playing with right now, the unselfishness. 15 assists on 18 baskets.
And you're about to get another one right here. The slam by Chris Austin.
Really taking advantage of some poor transition defense by New Orleans, and the Pilots are getting out and running an up-tempo game right now.
And a foul on Chris Austin. That'll be his third. And a 9-0 run right now for Portland over the last 2 minutes. Another look.
Another assist for the Pilots. 16 assists in the first half.
And they're closing in on their season high in points in the first half. They had 57, and that came all the way back in their first game of the season against Willamette. New Orleans making the free throw by Doughty.
And this definitely isn't Willamette tonight.
No, it is not.
It's a very good basketball team that had a very good year. I think New Orleans is going to pick up a little bit on the made free throw here. You'll see some full court pressure, try to scramble the Pilots a little bit, trying to do something to get back in the game. But the Pilots have just been really solid, taking care of the ball, finding good shots. Little three-quarter court 1-2-2 by the Privateers.
Robertson just got hit in the face right there.
Looking to see if they can get a trap, maybe a deflection and a steal.
Opening underneath, and Silvera missed the dunk. He hit all iron. He can't believe it.
They executed perfectly to get that shot, just didn't go down for him.
That's exactly what Coach Leggins wanted when Silvera missed those two bunnies down on this end. He wanted him to throw it down, and he can't believe that he got all iron on that one.
Yeah, he asked him to dunk it on the last one. He went to dunk it and missed that. So unfortunate, but great execution. You know, New Orleans changes defenses, and the Pilots just continue to attack and execute well.
Both these teams are getting up there in the fouls. Portland's got 9 team fouls. New Orleans has 10. As Silvera just picked up his 3rd. Chris Austin has 3.
Jackson misses the front end, and New Orleans continues to get the line. They haven't shot it great from the line. Okay, but come up empty on that possession.
They're 11 of 15. And poked down from behind by St. Hilaire. Oh, he tried to dunk it, but Silvera comes in with a rebound. St. Hilaire got up there.
He did. He changed the shot just at the end, and here's transition again for the Pilots.
Unselfish play from Wood to give it up to Nduka. And a foul called on Jamel Myers. That'll be his 2nd and the 11th team foul. Nduka to the line. And you saw Wood too far underneath the basket. He didn't really have a shot, and he gave it up to Nduka.
Nice job by Nduka to run the floor.
You know, Nduka's really impressed a lot of people here, not just on the Bluff, but in the West Coast Conference this season. This is a guy who was coming off the bench, but later on in the conference play, he was starting all these games. He was averaging double-digit points, and this is a guy who didn't get many looks coming out of high school.
No, and I think had a great case to be on that all-WCC freshman team with the numbers, the statistics, the minutes that he played, and the size that he was giving up. As Jackson finishes with the left hand.
Those are Jackson's first points. He had 2 early fouls, so he's been on the bench for most of this first half.
New Orleans has extended their defense.
Sholin lost it into the corner to Nduka.
Pilots have the opportunity to be patient here, move the ball.
And Silvera slaps that one out of bounds. It'll be New Orleans basketball with $1:50 to go in the first half.
Robertson a little frustrated as he had a pretty good look there, and most of those have gone in tonight.
New Orleans just one of their last 10 from the floor. They're shooting 22% here in the first half. Hilaire missing. Sholin stealing the rebound away from Jackson.
We talked about Portland giving up 1 contested shot right there. He had a contested mid-range jumper by St. Hilaire, and then a great job by Sholin on the boards, giving him just 1 shot.
Robertson looking at Jackson into the corner, and the feed inside to Silvera leads to another turnover. There's some frustration by Portland. And New Orleans already inbounding the ball. They're ready to go.
They've had a couple of those turnovers tonight, the Pilots, but they're not live ball turnovers, and New Orleans isn't able to go the other way with those and create scoring opportunities. They got to take the ball out of bounds. So
Myers hits that one. He's got 6 points. He averages just under 4 points and 2.5 rebounds a game.
Nice job by Myers there, stepping up, setting the screen, popping away, and knocks down the open shot.
Wood gives it up to Christian. Oh, Christian, the greatest Sholin, hits another 3. He's got 15 points.
Great execution. Little high screen and roll. They roll the big guy to the rim, and Sholin pops behind him, and he gets another great look, and he's been deadly tonight.
Yeah, he's 4 of 6 from behind the arc with 15 points to go along with 2 rebounds, 3 assists. St. Hilaire spins inside and fouled. This one could be on Silvera. If it is, he's got 4. And it is.
Forward foul number 24, his 4th personal.
We knew that fouls were going to be an issue with these two teams, with New Orleans having the size inside the paint. That was how they were going to get to the free throw line.
Portland coaches talked about having to maybe go a little deeper into their bench in this game, and going to bring Austin back with 3.
Svetizarevic hasn't seen the court tonight. Neither has Yaru Harvey. Those two usually play around 5 minutes a game to give the starters some breathers. And St. Hilaire missing that one. As Chris Austin checks back in, Silvetta heads to the bench.
Privateers are shooting 24% from the floor and 11 of 16 from the line, which includes a couple misses on 1-and-1. So getting to the line like they normally do, but.
So Jamon Vincent checks in for New Orleans along with Darius Washington. And Daniel Sacchi comes back in. St. Hilaire will head to the bench with 13.8 seconds left to go here in the first half. It's a 26-point lead for Portland. Robertson puts it up. He thought he got fouled. And stolen by Sholin. Puts up the three. No good. Inbounding. As you just got a little props there from Daniel Sacchi.
Yeah, I met Daniel yesterday, and what a nice young man, and one of 7 siblings I think we talked about, and he said to make sure we tell his mom hello up in Winnipeg. She's watching tonight.
You mentioned Winnipeg. Sacchi is just one of 6 Manitobans to earn a Division I scholarship since 1973. As Austin using the glass.
Really good offense by the Pilots, patient, you know, moving the ball side to side, making New Orleans defend.
Sacchi gets it to Jackson. Jackson had 2 fouls early in the first half, and he missed a lot of time, but he's a big body that can cause trouble in the paint for Portland.
Portland's length right now on the perimeter and their help defense is really giving New Orleans a lot of trouble. You see it there with Wood's length.
Robertson wanted him to push it up the court with the defender right there, and a foul called on Green. That'll be his second.
With Meadows out and Sholin starting for the Pilots, it's a big group, and talking to Coach Schlesinger before the game, he expected to see that large lineup and how they would post different players at different times. But
we had a spill on the court.
Turnover on the baseline down there.
It's a referee cleaning it up with his shoes, so we'll resume action right now. 18:59 in the second half.
This is where Portland's free-flowing, concept-based offense really effective as they can share the ball, move the ball side to side, post different guys at different times. Look at that look there.
Sholin catches it and puts it up and in. Sacchi just put his head down. He couldn't believe it.
Credit to Moses Wood. He knew exactly where Sholin was going to be. He didn't force a shot inside, and Sholin continues the hot streak.
He's got 18 points. He's closing in on his career high at 27 that he set earlier this season at San Francisco.
Portland in the gaps defensively. New Orleans perimeter players seeing a lot of defenders in their space right now.
Kirkland inside to Jackson, and the pass deflected. Turnover. Austin with it. And if this one's on Green, he just picked up his 3rd foul. It is, so his 3rd foul and the team's 2nd foul.
Wasn't a great pass by Wood. Sholin had to move to get it, but just like the idea that he knew he would be there and he knew he was doubled and tripled down there.
Wood again looking for one of his teammates as he's backing down Green. Cross court to Austin. Inside to Nduka from about 5 feet out, and that one goes.
Give up a good one, get a great one. Austin had a good shot there. Bounces it Nduka wide open, and another assist for the Pilots.
And we've seen Austin do that 2 or 3 times, passing up a good shot for a great shot for his teammate as Green gets inside for 2. He now has 10 points.
We really thought we were going to see more of that from Green, as he's so good at spinning, attacking, and getting to his shot inside. He's so strong as a driver.
Sholin gets it right back to Robertson.
Tough matchup for Sacchi here, and when you got 3 3-point shooters around him, hard to help.
10 on the shot clock for Portland. Wood to Austin, mid-range game from the free throw line. Can't get the hometown bounce.
Nice rebound by Jackson. Here come the Privateers in transition.
And Sacchi, oh, he can't finish it. Tough take around a couple of Portland defenders.
Daniel Sacchi just like a jet in transition. So good at setting up others and got a chance to get to the rim there. Just didn't fall for him.
Kirkland goes to the bench. And Mo Wood almost had the steal on the inbound. Sacchi's no-look pass ends up in the courtside seats and a turnover for the Privateers. Portland up by 31 points right now.
High ball screen here for Robertson.
Great feed inside to Nduka, the finish on the layup.
You see Coach Legan's got a whole bag of tricks right now. Everything working right now. Earlier in the first half, they ran the same play. Sholin came up and hit the three. That time they didn't help on the roll, and Chica gets the layup. Great look by Robertson.
Robertson just picked up his 6 assists. He's flirting with a triple-double right now. 14 points, 6 rebounds, 6 assists. And Nduka gives it up to Wood. St. Hilaire was there, but drifting off the court. And an easy lay-in for Mo Wood and a timeout call by Coach Schlesinger.
Pilots are rolling right now.
35-point lead now for Portland. They're pushing the envelope 67-32. Mo Wood's got himself 12 points. 22 assists to go along with it, Joel.
Great team defense, get the deflection, the steal, and just sharing the ball. You know, good shots, passing them up to get to great shots, and so hard to defend a team that's willing to be that unselfish and has that many weapons.
And you've talked about it a couple times already on this broadcast, but as this season has gone along for Portland, this team has gotten so much more comfortable playing in this system. You have to remember, these are 14 guys that had never played with each other before this season.
And as important as that is, with COVID, really didn't have the offseason that you typically would in a Division I program. And talking to Coach Leggins even earlier in the season, the excitement for this staff to have these players in the spring and the summer to continue to get in the weight room, continue to teach concepts and play basketball, work on those individual skills. It could be a big jump next year for the Pilots.
It's Tyson Jackson at the line. He got fouled. He's averaging 8.8 points on the season. He only has 2 points in the game so far today. Missing that free throw. Sophomore was first-team All-State in Georgia. He's a transfer from Middle Tennessee State. He was a Conference USA All-Freshman team member. As referee now comes back.
Pilots have done a really good job of keeping Jackson off the boards.
Red Bites are on the line, so you hear the fans getting into it if they miss 2 free throws. Not this time for the Portland Pilot faithful, as that free throw goes for Jackson.
Some hungry students back here.
And the pass from Robertson went behind Wood.
Here with the additions that he will make in recruiting and exciting times on the Bluff.
Inbound to Sholin, tips it out to Austin as Sacchi was on defense. And Nduka inside. Got his own rebound thanks to Chris Austin, and he's fouled.
Nice recognition. St. Hilaire guarding Nduka in the post. They go right to him. Robertson recognizes it. Misses the short one, but like you said, Austin with a nice controlled tip to keep things alive.
Not quite sure what the call was.
We got a hold.
Hold on number 4, Jamel Myers. That'll be his 3rd personal, and the 4th one on New Orleans here in this half. Now, they had 5 fouls against them with 16 minutes left to go in the first half. Here they are. They already have 4, as Wood missing that first shot, keeping it alive, and St. Hilaire ends up with it.
Haven't said it much with him.
And a charge.
Jackson established an early post position, just ran right through Austin.
That's his 3rd personal foul now for Jackson.
I was just going to say, we haven't had a lot of times to say St. Hilaire bringing the ball in transition, which is their most dangerous weapon. You can see Austin just stands in there and takes it.
Correction, Jackson has 4 personal fouls. So he heads to the bench. Coming back out onto the court is Deontay Bell. And we thought this height for New Orleans would be a bigger problem for Portland, but somehow they've matched up well in the paint. They've double teamed, causing some tough shots for New Orleans, because New Orleans has probably missed 5 or 6 shots that are within 2 feet of the basket.
Yeah, you talk about points in the paint. We talked about protecting the paint. New Orleans has 8 points in the paint at this point. So Pilots just with a really solid job defensively as a group.
Showing to Wood. He gets fouled.
Pilots move into that 4-out, 1-in action. They got Chica inside against St. Hilaire, and you got surround them with 4 shooters. Sort of pick your poison at that point.
Jamel Myers called for the foul. He now has 4 personal. So Kamani Dowdy will check in. A laser of a pass from Robertson cross court to Chris Austin in the paint. Out to Robertson. Quick pass to Wood in the corner. In and out. Offensive rebound in Duca. Gives it up to Sholin. He's open. He can hit it. Long rebound. He's going right back up with it. Oh! Circling the drain and down.
Shooter shoot. Confidence from Sholin is really nice to see. His role has changed so much in the last month. You know, with Meadows going down and being injured, and this lineup here has just really grown for the Pilots.
He just has all this confidence now. It was something that Coach Leggins talked about at the beginning of the season, was how can we get Sholin some confidence, because he is the best shooter on this team, and once the calendar turned to February, he just flipped a switch.
I've been so impressed over the years with Coach Leggins, following him, and all of his players play with a confidence, an elite level of confidence, and it doesn't come from being cocky. It's from putting in hard work, and he gives those players that confidence in his system and how to play as Austin attacks again to the rim.
Austin now has 17 points.
Tough 2 for St. Hilaire. That's what we talked about. 1 and done for the Privateers, and the Pilots coming right back at you.
Now Portland will work some clock on the offensive end. Sholin step back. Austin at the elbow. Double teamed.
Really good spacing by the Pilots.
And Austin Lossie dribbled it off the foot of one of the Privateers. St. Hilaire in transition. Dowdy. That's short. Rebound, Bell in the putback.
Thought Austin got a little bit crowded in there, and first time the Pilots haven't given it up and kind of moved the ball, but you know, their spacing is so good that it's really hard for New Orleans. And again, you got St. Hilaire guarding Chica inside. I think they're going to go right back in there.
There you go. You called it out. Chica with it going up against St. Hilaire. To Austin. He's going to put up that 3 with a man in his face, and he gets fouled. And that was Dowdy. That'll be his 2nd personal and the 7th team foul on New Orleans. With 13 minutes left to go, Portland will be in the bonus the rest of the way. And with Austin being fouled from behind the arc, he has 3 shots here. Chance to get to 20 points.
So impressed with Chica's ability to play so much bigger than what he's listed at, and he brings such an energy on the boards and defensively, and he's really buying into the sharing the basketball as well, as they throw it in the post there, and he's able to throw it opposite, skip it to Chris Austin for the good look, and ends up on the foul line.
I mean, like I said earlier, Legs considers him almost like a Draymond Green, a guy who plays a bit bigger than what his body is.
He really does, and excited for his future too, as he not only was sort of forced into the inside this year, you know, out of a kind of a necessary situation, but I see him being, like you said, that Draymond Green, playing on the perimeter, playing inside, doing a little bit of everything.
As Jamon Vincent came down with the rebound for New Orleans. St. Hilaire setting up the offense for the Privateers. Green to St. Hilaire. Wood in his face on defense. Dowdy going for position against Robertson. Puts up the 3. No good. Sholin rebound.
Wood's been there all night using his length, trying to bother St. Hilaire, and he doesn't need much space, but, you know, again, one and done for the Privateers. Pilots back running their offense.
New Orleans just one of their last 7 and rattle it down for Mo Wood. He's got 15. E2's closing in on a double-double, 15 points, 7 rebounds, 6 assists.
So many weapons right now for the Pilots. Doubling the ball screen with St. Hilaire.
Underneath, too strong off the glass.
He beat the double team, ended up having to face Sholin, and there's Austin in transition.
And a foul called on St. Hilaire. That'll be his 3rd personal.
We talked about that team defense, and St. Hilaire, you know, fights past the double team off the ball screen with Chica and Mo Wood, and he ends up at the rim, and there's Sholin there to contest, and Pilots pushing the tempo in transition.
Well, the Pilots have now set a new season high for assists. As Austin makes the free throw, he now has 19 points. 24 assists on 28 made baskets for Portland. Their previous high was 23 that they set against San Diego back in February.
I would think they're approaching some career records as well.
They're getting to it.
Double high ball screen for Green.
In the corner. Doughty, step back, gives it up to Bell. Got Austin to jump, and no call underneath, but he gets the basket to go.
One of the few times the Pilots have gotten lifted in the post on a shot fake, and nice move by Bell.
Pilots move it around the outside.
Pilots posting Robertson against Green. He'll step out, kind of back him down. Nice skip pass.
Austin, the 3. No good.
New Orleans needs to get out and go in transition.
And getting it to go right there was Troy Green. He now has 12 points. Green is averaging 16.6 points per game.
So hard to guard somebody that strong, that physical when they're attacking the paint, spinning into the lane, and that's where Green is really special.
Carson Jr. was baiting that pass. Wood noticed it, gave the high ball to Sholin. Austin inside, splitting the defense, and he gave it up. Up to Troy Green. And the lay-in for Carson Jr.
Might be one of the first uncontested layups of the night for New Orleans with 10 minutes to go in the second half. It talks about how good Portland's defense has been, but that's what New Orleans needs to do. Get stops, steals, and get out in transition.
Wood hitting iron. 6-0 run right now for New Orleans. Make it an 8-0 run over the last minute and 30 seconds.
Coach Leggins going to take a timeout here. Settle down as Troy Green gets good. You know, searching for lineups right now and found one that's competing. He's over there coaching them up and making adjustments, trying to scratch and claw back into this game.
Into the corner to Wood. Silvera checks back in. Wood was short on that shot. He wanted a call. Nothing there. Portland no points in over 2 minutes now. At one point, they had a 40-point lead.
You're going to see Green continue to attack, looking inside to Bell.
Going up against Silvera, who's got 4 fouls, and Robertson is hobbling up the court. Slight limp from him. Silvera, the left-hand lay-in.
Bell might have got poked in the eye and sort of stopped halfway up the floor, and Diaz is able to run the floor and get an easy one.
Checking in to make sure he's okay, as Kirkland went out, check back in. Bell goes to the bench, and Duca checks in. Robertson heads to the bench. And good move. I mean, your team's up by over 30 points. Robertson just seemed like he tweaked his ankle. Just get him a breather and move on.
A little bit nice to have that depth to be able to go to some guys right now. Double high ball screen again for Green. This is what he scored off last time.
And one. And Silvera got called for it. That's his 5th. So Silvera fouls out.
Definitely got his money's worth with the fouls tonight per minute, but we talked at the opening about how dangerous Green is attacking that paint, and you can see it there.
And Yaru Harvey will check in for the first time tonight.
Great opportunity for guys like Harvey coming in, 9 minutes to go. Big lead for the Pilots, but these are important minutes. Could lead to the next game and also heading into next year.
Green completes the three-point play.
With full court pressure from the Privateers.
Green now over his season average of 16. He has 17 on the night. They give to Austin. Going up against Vincent. Dowdy poked it away from Scholand. Pass to Harvey. Out to Austin. To Wood. The corner three goes up. And the corner three falls.
You know, New Orleans playing so hard and battling defensively, but the Pilots able to make the pass. You get one gamble. They continue to swing it around, and Wood with a great look, and just been really good tonight. So efficient.
Dowdy had two bodies in front of him when he went up for the shot. Chika Njuka gets called for the foul. That'll be his third personal. That's the third foul for Portland in this half. So Dowdy at the line. 4 for 4 tonight. Make it 5 for 5. And Dowdy shooting 90% from the free throw line this season.
New Orleans so good at getting to the line and shooting a high percentage.
And with how far they were down coming out of halftime, you and I were speaking, that was probably how they would get back into the games, if they were attacking downhill. And there Green pokes it away from Wood, and now he picks up the foul. That'll be his fourth.
I think Coach Schlesinger appreciates the hustle from Green. I know he does, but doesn't appreciate the foul call. Got to be careful here.
Yeah, the 9th team foul. And now you're going to get some fresh faces in for Portland with about 8.5 minutes to go. As Green apologizes to Wood at the free throw line.
Yeah, that could sometimes be a dangerous play when you dive, but you know, Green's playing hard. Give him credit. You don't want to see that, but I think when Coach Legan saw that play, he's going to get some guys out of there. Give some of these young guys a chance to get some minutes.
Scholand and Austin head to the bench as Wyatt Watson and Niko Milosevic enters the game. 1-1. First one goes for Wood. Wood has 19 points. And he'll stay at 19. Vincent pushing it up the court for New Orleans. Almost out of control, but Wood getting another block. That's his 4th one on the night. And now he's earned himself a breather.
Nice round of applause for Wood as he goes out, and his blocks have been spectacular tonight.
Another look. I mean, he's had 2 or 3 blocks. You don't anticipate him to get there, but somehow he gets a hand on it.
Solid contest by Chika as he went straight up. Nice trap in the corner by the Pilots on the inbounds play, and New Orleans will get it back, though.
Matijas Svetizarovic checked in for Mo Wood that last break. Carson with it. Now it's Green on the freshman Milosevic. A shot over Watson, no good. Long rebound, Green. Pilots moving in transition. Svetizarovic called for the charge.
Nice basketball players handing out some voodoo donuts and t-shirts before the game, and nice to see the students here supporting the Pilots.
You know, when Coach Leggins got here, not a lot of people were showing up at these games. He was wondering when he was going to start to see bodies in the seats. And let me tell you, his team has been one of the hottest teams in the conference and in the nation over the last month, as they won 6 of their last 7 conference games. Good minutes here for Yaru Harvey to handle the basketball against some good quality
pressure from New Orleans.
Harvey's going to take this one all the way. And a charge.
Pushed off at the end. Sort of cleared out right as he got to the rim, but right idea, you know, forward spread against the pressure, looking to attack.
So just under 7.5 minutes left to go in the game. As Green setting up the offense, going up against the freshman Harvey. Harvey left his feet, and they called a charge.
I think that's it for Green.
Let's take another look at it. Your thoughts on that last play? Harvey left his feet. That was a tough call.
It was, and I think it looks worse because of Green's strength and physicality, and Harvey being a little bit of a slighter build, but tough call as he was deep in the paint.
It is 5 fouls on Green. So he needs somebody to check in for him.
Green not happy at all. I thought that was a pretty good drive and finish, and he was expecting to be going to the free throw line.
And Derek St. Hilaire will now come back into the game. So Green's day is done. He was the leading scorer for New Orleans. He had 17 points and 4 rebounds.
St. Hilaire's been on the bench for a while. We'll see how he comes back in, looking to score. Pilots with some backdoor action.
Milosevic blocked by Kirkland. St. Hilaire, this is where he thrives. Backing down the freshman Harvey. Gives it up to Carson Jr. The take, and he'll head to the line for a 3-point play.
Aggressive drive, all set up by St. Hilaire's ability to get to the paint to start with.
Watson called for the foul. That's his first. Carson Jr. will be getting his first free throw attempt.
Carson has been really good coming off the bench for New Orleans all season long.
Known as a high-energy guy for this New Orleans club. Svetizarevic into the corner to Milosevic. Feet to Nduka, able to fight off Kirkland. He's double-teamed. Leaves his feet to Watson. The three. No good. Kirkland the rebound. It'll be one and done for Portland. Vincent. Looked like it was partially blocked by Watson.
It was.
And a turnover.
Ball deflected there.
Doughty short on that three. Milosevic the rebound.
As coaches, you really want to see these last, 6-7 minutes here for the Pilots in this group that doesn't play a ton of minutes to really execute right there. Drive and a kick and an open three.
Svetizarevic hits it. That ends a 2.5-minute drought for Portland.
We heard the term garbage time. This is not what Coach Leggins and his staff want to see. They want to see this group go out and execute and play, and thus far they are, but it's important to finish the game strong as well.
St. Hilaire answered with a three of his own. He now has 12 points.
Pilots really spacing the floor right now.
This will be 4 out, 1 in. Saved by Kirkland. New Orleans is moving. He's shooting it over Milosevic and short, front iron.
Great look by Harvey.
Threading the needle. Oh, the pass from Milosevic to Watson. And a foul called on Jamon Vincent. What looked like what could have been a broken play a couple of times. Portland was able to finesse that into a decent play as Milosevic saw Watson out of the corner of his eye.
Vincent thought he got a lot of the ball, which he did, but aggressive by Watson to the rim. Like to see that.
Watson at the line to shoot 2.
Watson missing. Robertson going 2 for 2.
Coach Leggins talking to Harvey, no threes against St. Hilaire, and definitely a big challenge, but he can do that as well.
Almost looked like a push-off from St. Hilaire. Doesn't matter. Rebound Svetizarevic and poked out from behind.
A little bit of a clear out there. I don't think the official saw it on the underside, but.
And they call that one on Doughty. That'll be his 3rd personal. And double bonus for Portland, so Svetizarevic at the line for 2. Talking with Coach Leggins and this entire coaching staff, they love the size of Svetizarevic, his skills, and his athleticism, as he shoots 93% from the free throw line, makes that first one look easy.
This offseason, spring, summer, will be critical for him to continue to develop those skills, get healthy, get stronger, and just adapt to the style of play here with the Pilots.
Under 5 to go, 89-56, Portland leads. Kirkland gets it over Watson.
Nice isolation on the wing, a little wings ball screen and a roll, and Kirkland with a nice finish. Those been tough to come by all night, but that was good execution by the Privateers.
Carson Jr. almost had the steal on Svetizarevic. Harvey drives, he lost it. And who was it? It was Rodney Carson again, sticking his hand in there.
Turnover for the Pilots, and like Harvey being aggressive, you just got to secure that basketball.
Oh, almost had the steal there. Slight smile on his face as he took a few steps back. Carson Jr. to St. Hilaire. Vincent puts up the corner 3. And the 3 ball's not New Orleans' game. Vincent to Carson Jr. That one out. And a rebound, Svetizarevic.
You can see his size and ability to handle the ball.
Oh, the nifty work by Milosevic. And he gets the rebound. And he lost it. Carson Jr. deking out Yaru Harvey. 29-point lead now for Portland with 3.5 left to go.
Pilots continue to space the floor.
Carson Jr. win for the steal. Watson makes him pay.
Always see him in here getting extra shots, and times like this, it's going to pay off.
Terry Porter's regime, they kept him around and celebrated him on senior night here inside the Chiles Center. Definitely a big part of this team.
Such a really nice young man, and always comes over and says hello. And I've had a chance to watch them compete some, we call them manager basketball games before the game, and he has a lot of fun. He really enjoys the game.
Free throw goes for St. Hilaire. St. Hilaire now has 14 points as the lead is 30 for Portland. Svetizarevic going up against Doughty.
You can see Matia's ability to handle the basketball with his head up and his size. Nice cut.
Back to him and blocked from behind. We got a jump ball. Jamon Vincent all over it.
Nice basket cut though there, and good find. And again, I think what Coach Leggins is looking for, execution in their system, continue to play even with this lead, and nice to see that.
To 62, we're under 3 minutes. Myers with it, and Duca on defense. And Vincent got positioning on Milosevic and got behind him for 2.
Nice find there. New Orleans able to get a basket inside. Like we said, they haven't been easy inside. That was one of the easier ones.
Washington checks in for New Orleans. And Duca, iron on that shot. Doughty, long lead pass.
Great catch.
And the first shot no good. Goes out of bounds. It'll be Portland basketball.
Nduka still logged some big minutes tonight, which I don't think he minds. You know, he sort of brings his lunch pail and whatever you need him to do, whatever position you need him to play, whoever you need him to guard. There's a steal by New Orleans.
Started by Doughty. Little hot potato by New Orleans. Can't finish it. Vincent stole it away from Nduka.
Great effort by Vincent. Didn't give up on the play. Trail on the play. Comes up with a basket.
Nduka to Svetozarevich. He's going to go baseline. Got the separation he wanted. Too strong off the glass. Doughty, a long lead pass. Intercepted by Svetozarevich.
Playing free safety back there. Nice pass.
Found Harvey. Takes it out. Gives it back to Svetozarevich behind the arc. Step back to Watson. Beat Washington. Oh, he tried to throw it down. But he gets fouled by Myers.
Watson's attacked the rim a couple times tonight. Impressed with his athleticism.
Myers just fouled out as well. He picked up his 5th foul. He'll finish with 6 points, 2 rebounds, and an assist in 12 minutes of work tonight.
Substitution.
And Andrew Beatrice now checking in for Chika Nduka.
It is March, and my favorite time of the year, my favorite song is One Shining Moment, and Andrew, this is your one shining moment. Cue the music.
Norris Williams checks in, and he has the free throw.
I think they'll get the technical because maybe he wasn't in the book to begin with.
Correct.
Willing to take one here to give this young man this opportunity. And I saw him last night during the UP women's game. He got the half-court shot at halftime. He told me he was nervous last night. I can't imagine how he's feeling right now.
Get some varsity action here for the final 124.
Told me he wants to get into the coaching basketball career when he's done here at UP, and has been mentored by a fantastic staff here. Coach Leggins and his staff just, again, treat him like a great young man, and the players all cheering for him as well.
As Watson making the free throws. 6 points now for Wyatt Watson. Into the corner to Carson Jr. Pulls up from the free throw line and hits it.
Tough shot there, falling away from the hoop, but finishes it. Looks like Mike Meadows calling a little action on the sideline. I think wanting Andrew to get that corner 3, maybe. Oh, here he comes.
The student section.
Oh, no.
Spin to the defense. Oh, he almost had the layup. You can tell the bench is into it. The spin move by Carson Jr. gives it up to Washington and blocked by Watson.
Wow, the seas parted and Andrew went to the rim and it was right there.
Robertson really wanted it. You can see him on the screen right now. He wanted his guy to get his points. The student section, they're in on it.
He was up in that student section last night cheering for the women's team.
And a steal by Jamon Vincent turns into 2. As the final seconds roll off.
Deep 3.
Pushing it up is Doughty. Splitting 2 defenders, Svetozarevich and Watson, foul called. And they call that one on Svetozarevich. Second personal foul.
Privateers have continued to compete, continue to coach this group. You know, a solid season that finished 18-14, 10-4 in their league.
I mean, yeah, they had a heck of a season in the Southland Conference. Got all the way down to the semifinals, lost to Southeastern Louisiana. .3 seconds left.
Pilots, I think, will just dribble this one out. Coach Leggins, unless the trap comes, you have to make a play.
5 seconds left. And that's it. That's game.